How's it going, everyone? Welcome back to the channel. If you guys are new here, do me a huge favor, go down and subscribe. Today we're gonna do a couple of things. Number one, I went to the opener this morning, so I'll play a clip from that, and then also we're gonna go check up on the Mustang, but enjoy some footage from earlier today. All right, I'm at the opener.
I'm not fucking with you unless I get a taste back. That's a red flag if you really want your ace back. Ace back, you been sending fit pics on your Snapchat. Chat. Tryna cut it up and I don't really do that. Tryna cut the money like Tina tomato, and I don't need a baby, but she wanna fuck like Fago. When I told that bitch that she be a hot fuck. Oh my god, yeah. I'm not fucking with you unless I get a text back. This a red flag if you really want your ace back. Ace back, you been sending fit pics on that Snapchat. Tryna cut it up, but I don't do that. I don't do that. You a boo trap, you a boo trap. I don't need a bitch unless she wanna fuck with me to suit snap. Yeah, everybody from the back to the front row wanna get fucked up. I don't see sun, no. Wanna drink all night, wanna get sunk up. I don't need a bitch, but she wanna, yeah. Military, my ID when she wanna carry, but she don't wanna be me. I like that, my mama right carry, and she fat.
Bro, this car is so bright. So this is my ride for the day, since my car is broken. A lot of new cars just pulled in. There's an AMG GTR, there's a Lizard Green GT3 RS, there's an older 911 Supra, and also a GT350.
Tryna cut it up and I don't really do that. Tryna cut the money like Tina tomato, and I don't need a baby, but she wanna fuck like Fago. When I told that bitch that she be a hot fuck. God, yeah. I'm not fucking with you unless I get a text back. This a red flag if you really want your ex back. Ex back, you been sending fit pics on this. Keep coming, let it roll.
Alright, so probably not the best video since it's copyright music basically everywhere, but there's a lot of cool cars. Hopefully I can bring my Mustang to Automotion later next month. I guess we'll see and figure it out. But it's time to leave now. So, some pretty cool cars. Unfortunately, due to copyright reasons, I couldn't really record all that well, so that's why I'm doing the second part of the video. There's a Toyota Sierra there, which was pretty cool. That's like a little 90s Japanese car. All of them were imported into the United States. The doors go up. It came before a lot of the McLarens and all of that, so it's cool to see a little bit of inspiration from that car, possibly. They're a little bit more on the expensive side, more like $10,000 and up if you can find one. If it was sub $10,000 for a manual, I think it'd be a fun project car. So if anyone knows of a Toyota Sierra for sale for around that price, manual, running, in decent condition, let me know. But I don't have an update on the Mustang, and I haven't seen it in a couple of days either. What I do have is the key, though. The dealership did close, unfortunately. I wanted to go and talk to them if they had an update for my car or what I could do to it. It's sitting outside from what I know, so we're gonna go check it out and just see if they've done anything to it. Start up the Lexus and take it on over. Unfortunately, it is freezing outside. It's probably about 35 degrees. So let's head over the couple of miles and go see what the Mustang is doing, if it's still sitting in the same spot or whether they moved it. Maybe get a little bit of an idea as to what is going on. If it is sitting outside, I might want to throw a cover on the car just because I don't really want it to be sitting outside exposed to the sun under trees. So I don't want the paint being ruined or anything. I mean, it's not the biggest deal it's sitting outside, but it is sitting under some pretty dead looking trees. So if I can prevent the car from getting branches falling onto it and scratching it or anything, and by just throwing a simple cover, I think that's what we're gonna do because they didn't pull it inside. So I guess we'll see what we can do. The mods for this car are going to come. I accidentally honked the horn. The mods for this car are going to come soon enough. I'm just waiting for a nicer day outside to kind of work on the car because it's gonna take a while to do and I don't want to be freezing while doing it. But let's go see what the Mustang is looking like and what we can do to maybe put it inside or something. Pulling into the dealership, I already see the car sitting in the exact same spot right there. Let's take a look. The car doesn't look like it's been moved. As you guys can see, it's sitting like behind some dead trees and stuff. So things are probably falling on it, and I don't necessarily want it to be sitting there. See, there's already stuff falling onto the car. I don't like seeing my car in this condition. Also, if you can see that there's some surface rust starting to form on the brakes because it's sitting outside. That is what happens to these cars when they sit outside. I've never had that experience while I've owned the car, but it is absolutely filthy. Let's take a look and see if I can get access into this side at all. Okay, the car does have a little bit of life in it. It hasn't been driven pretty much at all. So I'm assuming it's not fixed. I could easily figure it out and just take it out of gear. Yeah, it's still locking in second, so it is still not fixed yet. I don't like to see the car in this condition. It is basically just abandoned back here, so I'm gonna see if I can put a cover over this in the next day or so, maybe even today. But the battery does seem like it's dying, and just so the people here know, if anyone from the dealership is watching, this car is going to die in about 2 days if you don't pay any attention to it. Anyone watching the video who knows where this car is parked, it is going to be locked. Do not try to do anything because it is sitting under camera surveillance. It's kind of sad just seeing the car being just kind of abandoned. Like, I want to put a cover over the car, I think, in the next day or so. The thing is, the Mustang is a very big car, and all the covers for this car are very expensive. We're just gonna have to spend the money and get a little car cover to put over this thing, because I don't want it to collect any more dust onto the car and potentially a tree fall on it or more branches fall on. I really don't like where it's parked. There's so many other parking spots where they could put it, and even back over there, but they chose to dump it at the back of the lot, which I don't particularly like, because those trees look like they're dead, and there's a bunch of dead branches there. Like, they easily could have put it against this wall over here, where it's just basically a hill, and there's nothing to fall onto the car. I'm gonna ask them to move the car. I know you guys probably don't think it's the biggest of a deal, but I do not want anything happening to this car other than the things that have already broken in it. And I'm not gonna start the car and drive it, one, because it's broken, and two, because it's under their care. It's under their liability right now. I wanna tell them that I'm putting a car cover on the car, and them not just forget about the car because, oh, it mysteriously disappeared under a cover. I mean, I'm sure they didn't intentionally put it under trees. They didn't think about where they parked it, most likely, and they just threw it in the back. So that is the update with the Mustang. No update, unfortunately, as of yet. As I told you guys, it's most likely going to be at least 2 weeks before I hear what's broken, and probably a little bit longer than that to get the car fixed. Fingers crossed, and I hope it's not, but most likely it is going to be. Alright, so we're back at home. No updates on the Mustang, unfortunate. I really just want that car back. I just, you know, it sucks that it's broken. And for when I do get it back, I know the car, it's like the faulty transmission and all of that. It could be time to switch it out, replace it for something new. There's a GT350 there. GT350 is a very interesting car. It's pretty much the step up from the Mustang other than a GT500. I drove the GT350 on a test drive. It's a great car, lots of power, sounds amazing, but it's not the most comfortable for everyday use. There's Recaros in that car, so it gets a little hard after probably the 3-hour period, I'd assume. So I drive my car a lot, meaning I'd most likely not want to put a lot of miles on a GT350. But if you did enjoy, do me a huge favor, go down and subscribe, leave a like. I greatly appreciate it. Let's get to 100,000 followers. Hopefully by the end of summer. I wanted to get there before the beginning, but I guess we didn't reach the goal. But by the end of summer, we're trying to hit this goal. We're going to be grinding out content the entire summer, all the way, trying to make the best videos that I can. So make sure you don't miss a video. subscribe. Other than that, I will see you guys in the next video.